Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for the upcoming week of December 11 to 15 on Days of Our Lives indicate that Leo Stark will attempt to hint at Nicole Walker DiMera and EJ DiMera about the baby's survival. Naturally, EJ would interpret this incorrectly and believe Leo is in some way trying to take advantage of his family's sorrow. As Leo will exploit the shocker that Dimitri von Leishner spilled to blackmail Sloane Peterson Brady, it appears that he will attempt to take advantage of the baby scenario for his own benefit. If Sloane doesn't comply with all of Leo's demands, he has the ability to blow up her life with the fresh information that Dimitri has given him. But when the attorney that Melinda Trask contacted apologizes for the adoption's breakdown, Sloane will have yet another dilemma to deal with. Eric Brady appears to be confused after hearing the voicemail, but Sloane will be able to hide the truth and make everything right. Later, as Eric continues to celebrate becoming a father, Jada Hunter will offer him some words of congratulations. As the anniversary of Marcus Hunter's passing approaches, Steve Johnson will see how Jada is doing and pause to honor her father. While Kate Roberts Brady contacts Aide Carver, Paulina Price gets into a heated argument with Melinda. Day's rumors indicate that Lucas Horton will finally have an opportunity to fully criticize Dimitri for kidnapping Kate and subjecting her to the entire fishing boat incident at Statesville. After Stephanie Johnson and Chad DiMera parted ways, Alex Kyriakis will first console Chad before lending Stephanie his support shortly after. To keep her secret safe, Ava Vitali will fire Harris Michaels from the bistro, which could send confusing messages. Stefan DiMera will be furious because Clyde Weston is going to step up the bistro's involvement in his pharmaceutical company. Theresa Donovan, on the other hand, will come close to being exposed when she discards the hoodie she donned during Victoria Cook's abduction. Grady Black will show up just as Theresa is attempting to discard the evidence, thus he might be curious as to why. Brady and Theresa would eventually disagree over Tate Black's return to boarding school, likely at a different institution since his last one booted him. Even if Chad and Everett Lynch's tension will begin to lessen, Everett's past romance is causing further problems. When Jada and Stephanie start telling each other stories about their ex-partners, Jada will get a little tipsy and may even flash a photo of Everett. Before Stephanie can examine the situation and realize that Jada's previous flame is the same as her own, it appears Harris will cut her off. Following that, Stephanie and Harris will likely end up in bed together. Thus, it's possible that both of them made that decision as a result of drinking. Returning to Paulina, she will assist Chanel Dupree prior to spending the evening on a date with Johnny DiMera. With Paulina's assistance, Chanel is getting ready for this special occasion, while Holly Jonas is busy preparing to pull off a complete disaster. According to teasers for Days, Holly will enlist Tate's assistance in another scheme to ruin Chanel and Johnny's romance. Nicole and EJ will discover the baby's ashes at the DiMera home, which will be a devastating discovery, but this will simply require more deceit. Nicole will still become upset and opt to go for a walk in order to decompress. That will occur immediately following a challenging night for Sloane and Eric putting young Jude Brady to sleep. According to DOL teasers, Sloane will go for a walk with Jude on her own, but she'll put the infant down briefly to answer a call from Leo. Day spoilers indicate that Nicole will certainly temporarily kidnap Jude, since that will be the ideal opportunity for her to take the baby, to whom she still has a strong connection. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Eric will learn some unsettling news the week of December 11 to 15 after Nicole abducts the child. According to Thursday, December 7 spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Stephanie Johnson will lose it because she now knows that Chad DiMera bought half of The Spectator covertly in order to fire Everett Lynch. Stephanie will be curious to hear from Chad after she learns that Shane Donovan verified the information. Given that Everett obviously wants Stephanie back, Chad might jump to his own defense and explain that he made an effort to remove any threat to their relationship. However, because he doesn't trust her, Stephanie would believe that Chad did something dirty behind her back. Stephanie no longer has faith in Chad, which will be a deal breaker. Day's spoilers indicate that Stephanie and Chad will call it quits, at least for the time being. Stephanie will not want to spend another night in Chad's house. So after packing her bags, she will go to Steve Johnson's, Stephen Nichols, and Kayla Johnson's place. Fans of DOL should anticipate an unpleasant encounter between Alex Kyriakis and Theresa Donovan in the interim. It appears like Maggie Kyriakis may reconsider her recent request for Konstantin Meliodas to leave Salem and ask him to stay in the area. Day's teasers indicate there will be a lot of tension because that will allow Theresa and Alex the opportunity to run into Konstantin when he's with Maggie. According to previews for other days, Steve and John Black will find a crucial clue about the abduction case of Victoria Cook that should correlate with a clue found in the park surveillance film. So perhaps John and Steve will discover that someone with a female physique and a black hoodie was involved in all of this. Rafe Hernandez will present Jada Hunter with a proposal in her apartment for her to consider. Rafe will probably ask Jada if she wants to live with him, but it's far too soon to discuss marriage. That ought to start a discussion about the time Jada lived with her ex. In the end, she'll look through a few phone photos and choose an old one of her celebrating Everett's engagement. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Jada and Everett were once romantically linked. As a result, you can expect updates on all the problems that arise now that they are both Salemites. We do, however, know from the season preview that Leo will attempt to use the information to blackmail Sloane, and that Dimitri is telling Leo what transpired in this week's preview. Therefore, the story is not yet coming to an end. However, it might happen shortly. Nicole's unwavering belief that the infant, insert name here at any time you want, Eric and Sloane, is hers has put Sloane on thin ice already. That's not going to stop with a DNA test. Nicole is aware that DNA tests can be manipulated, even while Sloane is trying to play it off by saying, "This is a violation that I didn't consent to." She is also giving away a little too much about how nervous she is about the test. If Nicole's actions are combined with the ideal circumstances of the baby's death and adoption, Eric might not believe her at first, but he might start to have doubts about her sooner rather than later. All of that suggests one thing, though: a miracle over the holidays. It's a common occurrence in soap operas, and Days of Our Lives is no different, so it's almost a given that Nicole will probably receive her kid back by the new year. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.